Hello everyone and welcome to my 65th review. Today I'll be reviewing The House is Burned by Rashad. This is the second studio album from Isaiah and there was definitely extreme anticipation toward this because it's been almost 5 years since his debut album, The Sun's Tirade. There definitely was a lot of excitement but some fear that it wouldn't be worth the wait. I expected the same sound style but offered a lot that was worth the wait. Also, I wasn't expecting, not for all of it, was some songs being disappointing, but still a great album. But let's get into this. Darkseid is the intro and is a mellow song similar to Hereditary off Sylvia demo, with this looping road sampled and a fast flow for the chorus and verse, with the chorus giving a somewhat scary feel with the effects I think are on the vocals, plus background vocals from Amindi, giving a hallucinating vibe. The instrumental is nothing special, sounding like something you might hear from Westside Gunn, but what Isaiah provides here is great. This is a song I really wouldn't go back to a lot and is weaker compared to others, but it's not bad at all really. From the Garden was an intriguing song with it featuring Lil Uzi Vert, and even more intriguing with the intro of this with the horns, drums, and vocals. But then with something more than I expected from them both on a song. Heavy bass, trap drums, and these stings and sirens adding to bring an ominous vibe. Isaiah and Uzi bring great energetic and aggressive performances, and while it's not complex at all, especially the chorus, love how it sounds and it's very entertaining, a top 3 for me. RPN is something I might get hate for, with people loving this song, with it even trending on Twitter, but I don't care for this song really. It's not that it sounds bad, it's just somewhat uninteresting to me. Yeah, it sounds fine, and Isaiah brings great writing, I think going to more of his successes, and I could be wrong, but also maybe touching on young rappers dying at a young age. But sometimes from his performance and also the instrumental is just uneventful for me. It doesn't sound bad, but still one of my least favorites compared to others. Wit Ya brings a very aggressive and ominous feel with the bells, heavy bass, and trap drums. While Isaiah also isn't too exciting on what he does, I think it fits better here with that, adding on to the ominous feel of the song with the laid-back and raspy voice, making the song being like a better version of a lot of the Sun's Tirade. And Deuce is great on this song, bringing more energy to this song and making the song even better. Overall, it's another song like From the Garden, where it's not complex at all, but still sounds great and is really enjoyable and a top 5 for me. Claymore was the song I was really excited for, with Isaiah and Smino being on the same song. It's incredible. It's just very relaxing and groovy with the calm vocals on the chorus. The echoey percussion and guitar sounds great, with Isaiah bringing good singing as well. When the other percussion comes to make it more groovy. And one of the big reasons I love the song so much is Smino's performance, definitely not disappointing, making it my favorite song. Headshots for the Locals is a more low-key song similar to R.P. Young, with the warpy synths, great and somewhat heavy bass line, light trap drums alongside his raspy voice. Also great female vocals on the chorus and throughout the song as well. Here I think he goes into just his love life and maybe the party life, but I could be wrong. Then it great with a very echoey saxophone solo. It's not a song I go back to a lot, but it's still enjoyable. All Herb is another standout, with its ominous feel with the low and scary feeling vocals from Isaiah and Amindi. The incredible percussion and ominous bells sound like something you might hear from Schoolboy Q, seem to go into lost relationships and being hurt and maybe resorting to drugs. What really makes me go back to this song is the production, also the contrast from Isaiah's groggy performance and Amindi's very mellow performance is great here, making it a top 3. Hey Mista is an entertaining song and one that when I do go back to I somewhat enjoy. The more I go to it, the more I kind of lose interest and wish he offered more. Not in lyrics or flow, which is great, but in his performance. I do think it fits in some places like the chorus and does fit the instrumental well, I guess, with the laid-back feel from the Rhodes and light drums. I just want more every time I go back to this song, so this is not a bad song per se, but just one of the weakest. True Story brings a great energy even from Isaiah at some parts alongside J-Rock and J-Worthy, but I do think Isaiah is the weakest on this song, besides maybe Amindi again on the chorus, not doing anything outstanding, but not bad. But Isaiah is not bad whatsoever. I really love the instrumental here, remind me of like the story of OJ with the great bass line, guitar, and drums. Overall, this is one of the better songs compared to others, but I would have liked more from Isaiah. What You Said, I guess, brings a fun energy, but it's just very underwhelming. The light chords are nice with the drums, but I want more variety. YGTUT Brain's vocally is very underwhelming and also hard to understand at some points. Kinda sounded like his attempt at a Playboy Cardi impression at some points. And the chorus from Kal Banx is catchy but underwhelming, with their performance saying, I guess, muffled and echoey and wanted more. Really, the only part I like when I come back to this song is DOECHI's verse, but that's not really enough to make this a song I go back to a lot and is my least favorite. Don't Shoot is a song that brings a saddening feel where Isaiah's laid-back performance I think actually fits here alongside the instrumental and the theme, and the feeling the song gives I think on police brutality and racism. There's also mental problems with suicide. Here I'm okay with Isaiah's somewhat lazy performance adding on to this sad feeling, and the instrumental is great with the bass, Rhodes, drums, and the great saxophone throughout. This is definitely one of my favorites. Chad is a song where I legitimately don't know what it's talking about, and overall it's an entertaining song, with the break guitar, heavy bass, and trap drums bring a good feel, and I do like the laid back chorus from Isaiah being pretty catchy. Here's another song where I wish he offered more. I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name right, but YGTUT brings a good lively verse, but it's very short and would have liked more. Even though I want more, it's still a very good and catchy song that I do prefer over other songs. 9-3 Freestyle is a heavy but also somewhat ominous song with Isaiah's laid-back and raspy voice being well here alongside the heavy instrumental with the heavy bass, Rhodes, and heavy percussion, making it a very entertaining little interlude. Not much to it, but I do prefer it over a lot of other songs. Score was a song I was really excited to listen to, with it featuring SZA and Black, and to see it be produced by Kenny Beats was even more promising. It does not disappoint. The lush Rhodes, groovy bass, and drums being a great feeling, especially when they all sing together. Isaiah here adds another laid-back performance, but it fits here more with being very soothing. SZA and Black both bring their own great and soothing verses, and with all this making it a top 5. The House is Burning is another short song, but probably the catchiest song in my opinion. The chorus has been stuck in my head for so long. Even though it has a somewhat cheery feel with Isaiah in the light Rhodes, heavy bass, and drums, gives an update on his life it seems, and struggling with alcoholism and substance abuse. So it sounds good and brings a heavy message, making it one of the best songs on the album. Happy Birthday to You is the outro and is a very contemplative song seeming to question life, and brings one of Isaiah's best performances with his verses and the chorus being very soothing with all the vocals. The instrumental is great too, while the instrumentation with the chords, guitar, and trumpet brings a great ending. But then it goes into another part with a new beat being more mellow and ominous, and Isaiah being the same. It gives a very saddening feeling. It does seem personal, but it's very repetitive, with it kind of being the same thing for almost 3 minutes, and I think it could have been shorter. But besides that, it's still a great song, a great way to end the album. And all I really have to say left is, it has incredible highs and a lot of lows, performance-wise, and while I don't think a lot of it was worth waiting almost 5 years, still brings nice work. 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching.